Hey, welcome back. I wasn't going to do a video because a lot going on in my life, but I have a short one and I still have the wall up, so I thought let's just blast it out. We are listening to the Earthfiend or Earthfind. I think it's more, or should be pronounced more German, with Worm. This is one of the tapes that I got from Parker in the last big box that came from the US hub. He's holding my tapes as I stated or I talked about sometimes. It's glittery, the tape is also glitter. Most of his stable or most of his artists are German. His roots are in Germany, so that's why he has a lot of these guys. So yeah, this is the box that came in. I thought it was more, so when I got it in, it was like, oh, okay, kind of a democratic box, but yeah. Thank you to Parker. There is a poster that came with the new box that is for the tape that we are playing now. That's what reminded me. There you go, the Worm. Maybe this was in the previous one also, but I cannot remember. Yeah, yesterday was national holiday, so I put up a Belgian wall. That's why it's still up here. He put in some stickers. Those are going into orders. The distro is still up if you are looking to buy some records and help out the show. Please do it that way. Still stuffy as hell. These are the new stickers. Ritual Abuse Records Want You Dead with Kobold in full regalia, shooting a Luger, I think. Very nice. These will go out too. And then the official Ritual Abuse paper stock. Hope you enjoy the tape, fucker. Always a pleasure trading with you and hope you enjoy all the gifts. We'll have plenty of new releases we'll send you in the coming months. Until then, kind regards with a big fuck you finger, Mr. K or Kobold. Thank you very much. I didn't get a lot of his releases just because they weren't ready, or he just had a few, but I'm getting tapped out, so I had to pass for now. We'll rectify the situation. What I did get was the new shirts from him and the tape that goes with it. This is the shirt. There is a dragon in front of a castle with a nifty looking logo, the new Ritual Abuse logo. Records. Yeah, dragon on a castle. Now it is in Germany. Auf den Schwingen des Drachen in die Flore, I think. I don't know what it means. Auf den Schwinge. Maybe on the wings of the dragon in the air? Something like that. Not sure. Now, you know what this means. Once you're dead, Ritual Abuse. Same as the sticker. My wife threw a hissy fit when she saw this one. When she ironed this one the first time. So yeah, that is the first part. Dropping everything already. Then the tape that came in, Black Metal as Spiritual Warfare, Stimmen aus den Schatten. Actually a label sampler. There we go. All hand dubbed. A very romantic Earthfiend in the back. This says Stimmen aus der Schatten. It's all in German. Tom's fucking copy. I know you can understand that. That is not German. Then, as far as the tracklist goes, it's Cataphalicum, Morbid Romance, which we knew, Barat Dur, Schenken, I have a tape by them too, Silmaril, and then side B is Titan Mountain, Ersfind, Dainon Nichus, I think, Bereft Raven, and Stilles Grab. Yeah, quite the tape, because it's 28 minutes 18 on one side and then 33 minutes, so about an hour, and it shows in the J card. I don't know how he gets it in the jewel cases, but this is the J card, the entire thing. There you go, and it flips open, of course. There we go. This is quite the lineup. Yeah, the Bereft Raven kind of took me by surprise. I knew Morbid Romance and some of those artists, but yeah, there we go. The man himself with, I think, Mrs. Ritual Abuse, Music I can't read for shit, man. Christen Meicher or something like it. Kinder des Teufels. Children of the Devil. Thanks list with yours truly on it. Always a pleasure when that happens. And then available now, the Cataphalicum Stilles Grab split, coming soon. Morbid Romance, The Forlorn King LP. So I think that's their first full length, I'm not sure. Baratur, Silmaril, Erzfiend, I'm sorry. Compilation LP and a pro cassette for the new stuff. Yeah, there's some cool things coming out. Yeah, it's always nice to be included in the thanks list of something like this, especially when you see the accolades that are thrown up behind and in front of me. So yeah, Kobold, thank you very much for the honor. It is all mine. But yeah, that is a very good tape. I think he still has them in stock. I'm not sure if it's available or it's just, you know, for label acolytes. I'm not sure. Last thing he threw in, or it's kind of an ongoing trade. He is still winning, or I'm winning actually. But yeah, this is the Warthog 2014 West Coast tour tape, something completely different. But you know, if you know the channel, you know we're not just into the screaming matches. It's a DIY tape from 2014. Seems like ages ago, and it is ages ago. Yeah, Larry Warthog, punk band that is still going strong. Handwritten tapes, kind of matches the shirt today. There you go. He threw that in for now. We'll see how we work it out trade-wise. But yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Then into the stuff oh no, there's actually one more gift package. Dustin, a guy who has a label called Cranial Blast. Sorry, I had to check it out. He contacted me after seeing the anti-clammy interview on YouTube, and said he had a label that does dark ambient, electronic music, power electronics, dungeon synth, and he asked if he could send me some stuff. Now normally I would say yeah, with the import stuff, but yeah, it was in America, so he just mailed it to Ritual Abuse headquarters. The first thing is a CDR Mind Prolapse. Like I said, I've been into CDRs thanks to Oskit, and there's a link with Oskit. I think William asked Dustin to perform on one of the Techno Viking releases, or perform is a big word. He asked to sample some sounds on one of the Techno Viking releases. This is a label compilation actually, but I'm pretty much convinced that it's all his bands, or mostly his bands. There are some stickers, some cuttings that fall out. There's a lot of stuff I can show, stuff like this, pornographic and power electronic looking material. This is limited to 25 and I have 24. Now the bands on here are Void of Empty, Breaking Wheel, Vermilion Orifice, Creep House, Black Sun Sorcery. Now the Black Sun Sorcery was the tape he was going to send me, I think, but yeah, that was one of the samples that Oskit took, the Roots of Our Blood, but it seems he was out and had some problems with the label. Not getting into label problems. And enough of them on my own. There's a sticker that comes with that. The politician that killed himself live on TV, or one of the guys, I saw one of the clips that I saw that went viral. But yeah, Dustin, thank you for this one. It's mostly power, like I said, ambient power electronics. There's no black metal on here. I thought the Black Sun Sorcery would be black metal, but it's mainly in the electronic department where the CDRs live. There are two tapes. One is from the Void of Empathy, and this is more of the power electronics. Now, I'm not well versed into the entire world of power electronics. A lot went by me. I think I have some Slave Chandelier stuff. Yeah, that was also more because of the label that was pushing it. Then there you go. It's just a world I'm lost in, or yeah, just like with Dungeons, and I'm not delving in too deep. This looks interesting actually. Fat storage to temporary survive. profound resilience, head detached, nerve tissue agglomeration, some insect-looking stuff. And I will. I haven't had time to check these out because who is in the mood to listen to power electronics all the time? Due to the fact that it's been so busy. But I'm looking at a couch that is littered with a tape delay, so they will fit in nicely. This is more of a dungeon synth one, and this is Breaking Wheel. I'm going off the description that he gave me, or that I read online. What's on here? Beneath the opaque skies, yes. Sun shrouded in an impenetrable darkness. That's that. So yeah, this is more of a dungeon synth. Very nice looking tape. I love these smoky cases. There you go. Glitz. And there's nothing on the inside. So no more info there. Beneath the opaque skies. Then he threw in this one. Now I don't think it's not affiliated with the label. I don't know if he is behind it. I can't say shit about it. It is on Nistang, which took me by surprise. It is an unreadable font or language. I thought it was Greece, but every time I look for this, it is based in Russia. So I'm not sure what is going on. Grief of the Falstaff Forest. They have 2 releases. This is on Nistang. They have a track on a battery compilation that is also from Russia. So let's call it Russia. I think Nistang done more Russian than Greek stuff. So yeah, there you go. Grief of the Falstaff Forest, God's Hand, Song of the Dead, and then an Arcanum cover. It's all Cyrillian letters for the personnel, so yeah, I'm guessing it's Russian. I don't know. There you go. One of the earlier releases on Nistang. It goes back some way, I'm not sure. Recorded in May 2020 in Topmov, so yeah, it's definitely Russian. Yeah, there's no number for the roster of Nistang, so I'm not sure where it fits in, but yeah, let's say Russian. This will pop up in a tape delay. Then the t-shirts, and we'll finish off with some nice records. I couldn't pass this one up. This comes from Spiritual Disease, I think the label is. They did the Albion Combat Regiment. What's the band again? Blanking on it. They did some cool releases on tape, very limited batches. That I have a few, but not that much. And they are doing fan club t-shirts. They did some Beherit. They did this one from Iljarn, Strength and Anger. Couldn't pass this up. This is the white version. There was also a red version. This one is sold out. There's already another one. They also have Kobold, I think, or something like it. So yeah, they're doing some cool stuff, and it's printed very nicely. It's not like a it's inked in. Or still don't know how to call this stuff, but yeah, Iljarn boot fan club t-shirts. There you go. Music's done. That's part 1. Okay, part 2. We are putting on the Russian. I can't read it. It's impossible. There you go. But yeah, promising start. Drinking Orangina out of the bottle. Good week. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Let's say 6, 12 inches. Grave Pact on Instagram, one of the guys that I follow that has impeccable taste, is selling some, or was selling some stuff to buy more records that he knew from his past that were missing in the collection or stuff like that. Like I said, impeccable taste. These are all great records, but just stuff that he wasn't into anymore or not listening to. God damn it, that's a loud tape. That he was not listening to anymore, so we decided to make a list and then get him out. The first one is, and this actually just came in, that's why I was talking about it in the last video, of Celtic Blood and Satanic Pride. I knew I had this coming, but the Iron Bonehead edition had the extra EP or extra LP. So this is the Japanese edition on, I practiced this one, but still blanking. That Trash Armageddon. Let's get it out. I don't know if I prefer this cover. I like this cover, but the other one, I think this is used for the actual cover or the re-release, definitely. Yeah, this is the Japanese print of this one with the obi, of course. It says this official Japanese re-release of Celtic Blood and Satanic Pride is dedicated to all the maniacs out there who support drowning the light and this dark art. You are the reason these works are made public and not just kept in the darkness. Fuck off to the rest of the maggots and backstabbers. Yeah, just, you know, his prices were more than fair, and it was just the icing on the cake. That was the entire order I did through him. I think this entire video is basically an order I did from Mr. Gravebag. My brother in Lugubrum. There you go, a nice slab of black vinyl. Just two logos on each side. Yeah, it's just one of those records. It was on my want list forever, and now with the re-release, kind of stupid that I got both at the same time, but we'll see which one leaves the collection first. For now, they both can stay as brethren. There you go, the first one. Blood glare. Get this right so it doesn't fall. Are they in order? I guess so. Let's do this one. No, this one last. Then some Dead Hymns stuff that I missed out on the first rounds of that label. This is Brut Vanatu. They are on my radar for sometime. The Shining Naga Territory, something like that, the box that came out, and then a lot of other releases through Dead Hymns. I think this is the first thing he did. You have the Frozen Shadow tape box, so there's a lot of material from him. His name is Kip Sreng. He is considered an ambient black metal artist. He is from Edmonton, Canada, that is in Alberta. And he is a multi-talented solo instrumentalist. There's a lot going on with Vulvanato. It's hard to point down. He is also Nabucodonosor, or something like it, is his moniker when he plays just as a session player, I should say. He played with Antediluvian, the black trash death metal band, black death metal band that is also from Canada. That is hard to pinpoint to what that sound really is. So yeah, it's a bit all over the place. Yeah, I don't like everything, but it's one of those bands that I feel like I have to invest time into getting true to the core of what it is. This is closest to death, like I said, one of the first. If you look at the lineup of his records, this one is very soon or very early in the entire thing. In this dimension, you are always alone. This is from 2008, January 2008. All instruments, vocals, music and lyrics by Kip. Final layout by Kip. It's all him. Yeah, it's just good to have some more of his work. Like I said, it kind of feels like you have to get everything and listen to all of it at the same time to have the complete picture of what he's trying to do with his thing. 4 sides on here: side sleep, side torture, side destruction, and side death. So yeah, there's a nice circle. The records are just black, but it is Dead Hymns, so they are all very quality releases from the beginning. Actually, that has been a quality label. The drop is live now. I'm not sure what is still left for the European Maniacs. New Era already had released their drop. They're on holiday now, so I think part 2, the Spiral Staircase, and the other one are coming after in 3 weeks, I guess. But yeah, for now, this can hold us over. I think with the box set, he communicated that Vulvanato was done, but I'm not. I think Dan from Death Hymns will unearth some other gems probably. Kind of a similar artist in my opinion is this one, Eritz, the guy behind Eerie Silence Productions that has Virulent Spectre, that has tons of other bands that I'm missing. Eritz is in the last few years, and especially to the Death Hymns releases or compilations, become one of my favorites. The compilation that came out last year that drums out at me talking for weeks on the channel and in the end of year list and stuff like that. This is Transmutations Below the Rotting Moon of Eternally Decrepit Worlds. The other one was even harder to read. Yeah. These come in these skill fold over stuck cards. Yeah, done, very good. These are releases that could have been out on skill, no problem. The compilation of demo recordings from 2014-2017, tracks 5, 6, and 7 on disc 2, side 2, remastered from the original demo 1. So yeah, it doesn't say what is from which demo, which is kind of shitty. It is on Discogs, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah. Titles on here are insane. Breathing the dust of 1,000 corpses, I have become the manifestation of Satan's destruction. Track 1. So you know what's up. His moniker or his name for this project is The Nameless. So yeah. All creation, voice and instruments. Archaic black metal is what the Eerie Silence Productions calls it themselves, or he calls it himself. It is that. It is very raw, very... it said caustic raw black metal, I think. So I went on Google and looked up what caustic means, because I have a vague idea. I use the word sometimes, but it's able to burn or corrode organic tissue by chemical action. Kind of fits. Sarcastic in a scathing and bitter way. They both fit. If you mix those two, definition of what caustic is, you are here with Arid. I don't think you pronounce it Arid because the A has an umlaut, but yeah, whatever. Is there another funny track on here like the Hyper Incest last time? Neglect, Filth, Suffering. So yeah, there is not much fanfare or extra stuff on here. It is what it is. It is bleak, it is dark, and just the drums alone makes it worth checking into Arid for picking up some of his material. God damn it, this is a hard take. Right, so yeah, Death Hymns. Is there more Death Hymns? Yes, there is one more. From, I think this is from, I always thought this was a Portuguese, but I think it's American. Still not sure. So, Canada, America, now we go down under. The first one, Belzebuts. This is the, there are two similar releases. You have this one with the stair down, and I think the other one has the stair up. Yeah, this is the first demo compilation by this Australian, Tasmanian, I'm not sure. He is linked to our favorite Carved Crossers, because I met him in Italy. He was there, but he was one of the more silent types. They're not wordsmiths, the guys from Carved Cross, although I had some fun conversations, but it's not like they are, you know, talking. This guy, I didn't hear a peep. I think he said one thing that made me laugh hysterically, and then he was gone, but yeah. So if you consider that meeting someone, I met him. The backside is kind of more, yeah, I was going to say more the sound that he produces. This is what I was expecting, but I haven't delved into this one. The other one was some weird sounding dungeon synth-esque, but yeah, it had that torturous sound going through it. It is black metal, it is all over the place, just like everything that comes from that realm of black metal or the fringes of. This is also one of those projects. This is the self-titled from 2007. There's a weird number behind it that I don't know. And then the Conaste Ballastron from 2008. The Gaze of Belzebuts. The center labels on this one, I think, are something to show. They have that old German classic label thing going on, and then there is the other one. There you go. Great center labels by Dead Hymns. Definite choices made in the artwork for this one. But yeah, a project that I'm taking my time for to delve into, because there is some material, but it's not easy to come by or to find. Now that I have both compilations, it's time to crack them. There you go. Loop. Cheers, Tasmies. Speaking about Tasmania, this one is finally off the want list. It's been on there for some time. This is Lamentations by Carved Cross, and this is considered a full length, I guess, on Dead Shadows. There you go, another cardboard fold over. Some different looking artwork. I think their most adventurous cover to date, maybe. And this was made for, oh, it's not a fold over, it's a single cardboard single sleeve, sorry. Black and blue vinyl. There you go. Very nice marble. Also out of their element with this one. Now they have some colors going with the since there are on outside, but most of the thing is white, black, stark. Dead Cross Lamentations Part 1, 2, 4, originally intended as a tour tape for LAMMXXO 2020, recorded in the Winterreich dungeon, of course. Carved Cross is B, NS, MN, and SV. This is Dead Shadows 34. When I read this, it clicked in my head, or popped back into my head, that yeah, they were going to play Los Angeles, but then to the to the sniffles from China, they weren't able to make it, and the entire thing got botched. Now, I read somewhere that the blue version was only sold to people who had a ticket for the show or close friends and allies. But yeah, Grave Pact probably was going to that show, I guess. I consider myself a close ally, so it's only fitting that it is here. Two more? Yes, two more. I got this one, also through Parker, of course, from Feral Heart Productions. He was kind enough to throw in the fire. This is Catacomb Voices with Underground. Rudolph the Proud with his new project, I would say. It's ex-Sovereign, it says here, so let's consider Sovereign dead, and Catacomb Voices is the new one. Sovereign always had that kind of that heavy metal sound going under, or mixing in with the raw, maybe more South American sounding black metal, proto black metal, if you will. This is kind of a different sound in the sense that it's not a video game sound, but the guitar work sometimes is that shrill and that high that it kind of gives that vibe. I don't think that is what he was going for, and it's not all over the place, but it's just one of those things that stood out in the few times listening to it. Everything he comes out with, I try to gobble up because it's insane getting records. I talked to 2 or 3 people from Brazil trying to get records from there, but they're all trapped in distros or record shops in Brazil, so I'm not sure what's going on. Very sturdy. It is a printed inner. They're all skulls and bone fragments, I think, in here, or it's just pebbles, I'm not sure, but yeah, very sturdy. This is on, I can't read that for shit, Industria Brasileira, something like that. I can't say. Rudolph, 2021 LP and cassette only. Yeah, very good looking release. Like I said, this is on Feral Heart, or distributed by Feral Heart, home of Oloan Gash, Somnambule, Desert Eagle, Mesmerism, and more. That Somnambule, I'm interested in that tape. If any of the Euros can get that one to me, yeah, great distro, great bands. This is the inner sleeve, nice cut corners. It's a release with some love put into it. Yeah, it doesn't pop up in Europe too much. It is a very thick, clear, with smoke running through it. It doesn't show up, but it's very nice actually. There is the Catacomb Voices. It's there a label on here? No. They are doing their best to hide themselves. But yeah, even the inner sleeve has a very good quality plastic dust jacket in here. So yes, do some more, please, please. Seems like Oscar is going to do a lot more, so we'll finally be able to own some of them. There you go. Another Rudolph in the collection. And then, on the tones of this banger, we are going to go into the banger of bangers. It coincided that Nuclear War Now was doing the Beherit Drawing Down the Moon from '94, the re-release, I think not the only official, because Filth or Cult has some re-release of them. I think I have the 2014-2018 edition of this one. There are a bunch of, not bootlegs, but you know, all over the place pressings. But going from the other one, I can't get it now, that they did the Oath of the Black Blood. That was a very good quality release that had everything you want on it, all the source material in the booklets. They went over the top with this one. This is such a thick and big release that I can't get it into. I have the sleeve in one, and then I have the booklet and the record in the other one. Yeah, a very nice, I don't know if that shows up, but as you can see, it has that jazz matte finish texture sleeve. And I'm glad I waited out for this one and not the Chinese OB versions, the Industries. Inside is the, by now, iconic picture of Mr. Holocausto. And then the back, yeah, of course. Love how they did this for the Turbo logo too on the Oath of Black Blood. Now it's the Spine Farm logo that they recreated, produced by Holocaust. Yeah, it's insane. Very good looking sleeve on the inside. I mean, just then the glossy insides. So good, so good. One of the classics in the genre. One of my favorite records. But yeah, unbelievable track lists. Sadomatic Rites, Black Arts, The Gate of Nana. It goes on and on. Now the sleeve is as important as the rest, of course, but yeah. Here is the promo, and I asked in the previous video why they wouldn't use the basketball ring image. I think I answered my own question that was on the other release. Now it's kind of fitting that this came from Parker in the first box. This is the flyer for this one that was announced then, but it has the ritual abuse, so they are doing this one together. Flyer wise, I opted for the gatefold, for the picture disc again. It is basically the same as the inserts. But to say, drawing down the moon, picture disc, enter the satanic Baphometal temple, the 93 classic of Finnish Bastille black metal, 93, 94. It's debatable, I guess, when it's recorded or when it came out. Yeah, the NASA picture, NASA. And then the booklet, which is, I mean, it is a thick booklet. The Homo Universalis logo. It's kind of hard to show all this. Here is a text explaining everything. There's something in here, and we looked it up yesterday. Summerlands in memoriam of Mikko Nieminen, 1972-1992. I don't know who that is, so if you know that, please. It seems that the name is common. But yeah, as you can see, it's a document that documents everything. All the tape releases that came out of the release and at the time. The original picture and the death tape, I guess. It's the original picture by NASA of the moon or the lunar surface. Then some, there you go, together with Old Funeral Gig. Very sick looking pictures. They have some of the earliest, sickest pictures This is the booklet that they drew, or the book that they drew inspiration from. And then some sick blood pictures. There we go. I mean, this is probably still available. They pressed a shit ton, but yeah, this one. So very, you can almost smell that picture. Some Beheaded interviews from zines at the time. How they didn't want Turbo to re-release or release the first demos, I guess, and that this is considered the first. There we go. The first. I love this picture. Look how normal they look, but it's '93. So yeah, this is, in their opinion, the first real Beheaded release. A few more. There you go. If you're into the bands, pick it up. There is a European edition of this one too, and I'm not sure what the differences are, but you know, there you go. How are we going to sell the Oath of Black Blood and then not get this? There is one more picture. I showed this on Instagram yesterday. The guy in the smoke. So yeah, there's enough material to go by. There you go. Once more with the spline form. Look at him. Oh, look at him. That's it. Parker, thank you very much. Dustin, thank you very much. Grave Pact, I don't know if you want your name out there. Thank you very much. Everybody who helps out in any way possible. Thank you. Yeah, without people like this, I don't think most of this was possible. But yeah, also thank you to whoever created fucking Orangina. That's it. A few shirts, about half an hour. Yeah, that's good. I'm prepping the table, like I said. I'm prepping a huge one with only old releases, mostly Norway, that will be coming out very soon. And I will be back, yeah, when I can. I'm selling I'm helping somebody sell a house, so yeah, it's taxing. But I will be back probably after summer. The shit will pick back up. But yeah, there's no hiatus for now, so we'll see. If you have comments, suggestions, whatever, shoot, fire. We'll handle them when time comes. Thank you very much for sticking with us like usual, and we'll see you very soon.